This video was made possible by EA Game Changers, with thanks to EA and Firemonkeys for early access to the preview build. Hi guys, Rachybop here, back with another early access Sims Freeplay video. In this video I'm going to be doing the hands-on quest. All the details about this quest, the timings and everything like that are in the description, so be sure to look there. Genius inventor Professor HANS Free has come to Simtown looking for help bringing his new product to life. Complete the quest to earn dishwashers and home automation network system, both guaranteed to help make your Sims' daily lives easier. Okay, so the first thing we need to do here, apart from turn off the background music, is, according to Early Adopter magazine, inventor Professor HANS Free is in town with a prototype and needs a sim to test his revolutionary product. It's critical the device is tested before his meeting with investors. Your sim loves high-tech gadgets. Send your sim to the park and talk to the professor. Okay, first of all, I'm just going to turn off the game noise. There we go. Right, so we need to send a sim to the park. So we'll go to the map, over to the park, open the sim panel. There's no Bertrand in this build, it's very upsetting. And call over Jane. And then here we have the guy we need to talk to, Professor HANS Free. So we'll talk, and that's a 30-second interaction. Oh, my sim is pregnanto. Beautiful. We'll speed that up. Your sim approaches the professor, who informs your sim that he's created a computer program that improves home automation by 37% and wants to know what objects it should interact with. Will your sim help the professor? Have your sim sit on a park bench to consider helping the professor. I think it's going to be yes. Right, so consider helping 41 minutes. She's probably going to give birth before the end of this quest, isn't she? Speed that up. Your sim has considered helping the professor. He says he only needs ideas for objects that his program can interact with. How hard can that be? Your sim will help. Have your sim talk to the professor and agree to help. Okay, we'll find the professor again. Agree to help, 2 hours and 15 minutes. Waddle over. She's like, yeah, I'll help you. Your sim talks to the professor and agrees to help. He instructs your sim to compile a list of items that could benefit from home automation. Best have your sim sleep on some ideas first. Okay, so we're going to send the sim home to sleep on some ideas. We actually don't need to send that sim home, we can just use the sims that are here, so I find that more beneficial. I don't know if it would be in your game, but something worth considering is just leaving a sim at the park doing park stuff and then using a sim at home to do the home stuff, because it doesn't have to be the same sim. So here we have sleep on some ideas, 3 hours. And we can just get this sim here to do it. Your sim wakes with heaps of ideas. Remote kettle warmers, self-sliding shower curtains. Surely these are of use. Your sim better sanity check these ideas online. Have your sim use a computer to sanity check ideas. Computers can be found on the electronics tab of the home store. Sanity checking is something that I probably should do with my ideas. I have lists and lists of inventions. Anyone who's ever been on a trip with me knows that. Right, so we need a computer. Electronics. I'm gonna get this stylish laptop and I'm gonna put it there. There you go, there's a treat for you. Sanity check your ideas, 1 hour 26 minutes. Your sim browses the internet for their ideas and is deflated that no one seems to want remote kettle warmers. Perhaps watching TV will cheer them up. Have your sim watch talking tech on TV. Okay, we've got a TV, so we're going to tap that and click watch talking tech, 3 hours and 55-minute interactions. Make note of these times so you know how to best utilise your game during these events. Your sim watches some episodes of Talking Tech and is suddenly full of ideas. What if lights and curtains were automated? Your sim can barely contain their thoughts and needs to tell the professor immediately. Send your sim to the park to discuss their ideas with the professor. Okay, so we've already got a sim at the park. Hurrah. Let's go to the park and use our sim there to talk to the professor. Discuss ideas, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Your sim tells the professor about their idea. The professor loves it. He hands your sim a USB with HANS inscribed on it. He says it stands for Home Automation Network System. Install HANS on your computer, he says. Oh, and be careful, it's the only copy. Send your sim home and install HANS on a computer. Oh no, I feel like this is going to go wrong somehow. So let's go home and using our computer, we'll tap install HANS, 1 hour 44 minutes. That is a large file. Okay, we'll speed that up. Your sim arrives home and installs HANS on their computer. Say what? The computer is frozen. No matter what your sim does, it is completely unresponsive. It looks like your sim will have to inspect their computer to find the problem. Have your sim inspect the computer. Okay, inspect, 3 hours, 10 minutes. Your sim inspects the computer. Their solution? Turning it off and on again. Success? Well, so it seems your sim's desktop has been completely replaced by a HANS logo and several home appliance options, but nothing is working. Better report this to the professor. Send your sim to the park to report to the professor. So we've got a sim at the park. We'll just go over to the park and report it via this sim. Let's imagine they're talking on the phone to each other. Like, could you tell him that there's a problem? Report, 4 hours, 35 minutes. Your sim arrives at the park and tells the professor about unresponsive HANS options. He apologises. The program by itself may not be enough, and he needs some sort of transmitter to connect to the household objects. What exactly does this mean? Have your sim discuss a solution with the professor. Okay. Discuss solution. 5 hours and 55 minutes. Your sim and the professor discuss the creation of the transmitter. Your sim is concerned. Who is going to make this thing? Have your sim get some clarity from the professor. Okay, get clarity. 4 hours, 55 minutes. This is going to be a bigger job than she thought it was, I think. Your sim asks the professor, who's building the transmitter? Your sim. He hands over a list of parts needed to build it. Paper clips, loose change, and bread ties. Parts can be found in most objects in houses. Get some sims to search different objects in houses to find parts. Quick complete this action to find extra parts. Parts collected, 0 of 20. Okay, so we're going to go home and get as many sims as we can. Unfortunately, I've only got 2 sims, but I do have lots of LP, so we'll be speeding things up. And we're going to tap things, and I've just tapped the fridge there. And I can click find parts. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes. If I call over Sarah Forbes, I can get her to search. What can we search? The espresso machine. No, we can't do that. Maybe the sink. Yeah, the sink. Find parts. 2 hours 30 minutes. Okay. Then we'll just finish this up. How many? Okay, found 5 parts in the fridge. That's very good. What about the TV? No, not the TV. The laptop? Yeah, 2 hours 20 minutes. Oh, so that's a smaller interaction. And we found 5 on that as well. What about the shower? Yeah, 2 hours 30 minutes. Okay, that's weird. The laptop's slightly less. so search laptops. 5 parts there. Okay, so we should be able to just finish this one. Oh, 4 parts on the sink. For goodness sake. I don't know if this is like the same all the time. Yeah, the laptop's still 2 hours 20 minutes, so that's really good. And we found 6 that time, so it seems like it's random the amount you'll find, but the laptop is still 10 minutes less than the other things I clicked. Your sim has all the parts they need to assemble the HANS transmitter. The professor's list also has a crude schematic on how to make it. Handy! The front lawn should be a good spot to put it all together. Have your sim construct the HANS transmitter on the front lawn. Okay. 6 hours 26 minutes to make the transmitter. Let's watch this. That looks like a sprinkler. Oh, yeah, just bash it. Following the professor's crude schematic, your sim constructs the HANS transmitter. They're feeling rather pleased with themselves. Now to plug it into a computer so it can hopefully talk to all appliances in the house. Have your sim plug the HANS transmitter into a computer. Okay, we're nearing the end here. 7 hours and 30 minutes to plug in the transmitter. See how this goes. Okay, so she's not actually plugging it in, she's just coding, I guess. Congratulations, you have earned the first milestone prize. 5 social points. Task complete. Oh gosh, I thought I was like 100% on the whole quest. Actually, I was just 100% on that first reward. So I'm 30% on the quest. Wow, okay. Let's keep going. Whew, we're fine. Your sim plugs in the HANS transmitter and waits patiently. The device is booting and it should be ready in 1 day, 23 hours. So I should be able to skip this bit forward just for the purpose of the video, but you will have to wait 2 days. So let's skip this. Obviously, if you've got LP, you can skip it yourself as well. 10 LP. Your sim plugs in the HANS transmitter and nothing happens. It won't power on at all. This is not good. Your sim tries to remain calm but feels an overwhelming need to vent to someone. Everyone feels better after venting. Have your sim vent to another sim. Well, here we have another sim. Let's tap on him and vent for 1 hour 15 minutes. Oh, she really did need to vent. She's very stressed. Your sim vents their frustration to another sim. What are they going to do now? They may have just destroyed the only copy of his program. Perhaps taking a deep breath and thinking about the professor's design will spark some ideas. Have your sim sit on a couch and consider the professor's design. Okay, here's a couch. Let's consider the design for 3 hours and 15 minutes. Yeah, yes. Your sim considers the professor's design. Aha! There's a compartment for a weird secondary power source. Your sim is unsure what to insert. Have your sim discuss the power source with 5 sims. Oh heck. Well, I don't have 5 sims. This build only has 3 sims. Hopefully I can do it with the same one multiple times. Discuss power source. 3 hours and 55 minutes. That bubble needs to be slightly bigger, I think. We'll discuss the power source, skip that, and see if we can do that again. It's the same length each time, it would appear. How many sims was it? Oh, it was 5, right? Let's keep going. This should do it. Yeah, okay, that's fine. You can see the rewards popping up as well. Your sim discusses the power source. The consensus is there needs to be an ore to amplify the signal. Where can it be found? Surely it's mentioned in the Geological Records. Have your sim read Geological Records from a bookshelf. Do I have a bookshelf? Oh, I do. Okay. Geological Records. 5 hours 55 minutes. That seems reasonable. Does he actually get the book? Oh yeah, he gets the book. And he goes, where's he going? To the dining table. And he's reading the Geological Records. Marvellous. Your sim reads Geological Records and discovers that there is a rich vein of powerful ore called dim light beneath the park. Perfect. Have your sim dig in the park for dim light. Okay, so we're going to go to the park and use our sim there to dig for dim light. 5 hours 30 minutes. Here she comes. Hopefully she's got a shovel. Oh yes. Does she have? Digging up that dim light. Pregnant life. Hopefully there's some there. Maybe this is just the dig. Your sim digs up a piece of dim light to test out in the transmitter. Best go home to see if it will really work. Send your sim home and add the dim light to the HANS transmitter at a computer. Oh heck. Right, let's go home. Wrong button. Go home. And have a sim add dim light. 1 hour 8 minutes. She's adding that dim light. Your sim adds the dim light and HANS powers on. A faint "hello, where am I?" emanates from the computer. Did your sim accidentally open a chat on Simbook? Best investigate. At a computer, have your sim respond to the mysterious voice. Ooh. Respond to voice, 4 hours 10 minutes. Your sim approaches the computer. Where am I? It's dark in here. I'm HANS. Is your sim hallucinating? Have a cold shower and make sure they are awake. Have your sim take a cold shower. Okay, cold shower, 3 hours and 15 minutes. What is she doing? Oh, in her bra and knickers. Oh, now she's naked. Your sim stands in the ice-cold shower and can still hear questions coming from the computer. Your sim is definitely not hallucinating. What is going on? Have your sim speak to HANS at a computer. Okay, speak to HANS, 2 hours. Oh, cool. Your sim approaches HANS. I've found the internet, HANS exclaims. It's full of pictures of food. I want some. I want ice cream. Computer programs can eat. Your sim will need to break this unfortunate news to HANS. Have your sim tell HANS that it is unable to eat ice cream. Okay. Talk about ice cream. 3 hours 50 minutes. Oh, this is sad. Your sim breaks the news that a computer program is unable to eat ice cream. Oh, says a disappointed HANS. Sims love taking these selfies. I want one too. Your sim knows this is certainly something they can deliver. Have your sim take a selfie with HANS at a computer. You could tell him that he can eat cookies. Take a selfie. 1 hour 50 minutes. Okay, is she going to take the selfie or is she just going to talk? I wonder. Oh yes, she's going to take it. She's going to take it. I love the attention to detail they put in. Woo! Yeah. Oh. Your sim takes a selfie with HANS, who is now eager to share the photo online. But HANS needs some friends on Simbook so they can see it. Why not introduce HANS to some new friends online? At a computer, have 8 sims become friends with HANS on Simbook. Oh gosh. Befriend HANS. Hopefully I can do this. This is 2 hours 40 minutes. Gonna get 8 sims to do it at once is probably the most beneficial. But you can do it with the same sim over and over again. But obviously, if you get 8 sims doing it at once, then it's only going to take you 2 hours and 40 minutes in theory. Whereas if you do it like this and you can't speed it up, you are going to spend a lot of hours doing this the one thing. I'm hoping you can do it with one sim. Yeah, you can. Your sims befriend HANS on Simbook, who is glad to have made so many friends. I've booked a cruise with everyone, just like in the photos, says HANS. Whoa, HANS must focus. If your sim can't get HANS interacting with the house, the professor's project is over. Have your sim use a computer and try and teach HANS about lighting. Okay, teach HANS, 4 hours and 10 minutes. He's probably just playing Candy Crush at this point. Your sim shows HANS how to use lights. Boring, says HANS, giggling like a mischievous child. Time to get to the bottom of HANS' behaviour. Have your sim confront HANS at a computer and find out why it is not following instruction. Okay, confront HANS, 3 hours 50 minutes. Your sim questions HANS about its behaviour. HANS says it's interested in becoming a real sim. Seems HANS is struggling to comprehend that it's a program. Maybe getting a computer expert to talk to HANS would work. There's always the computer whisperer hotline. Have your sim phone the hotline to try and find help with HANS. Okay. Call whisperer hotline, 4 hours and 55 minutes. Your sim speaks to systems expert and computer whisperer Susan Sparks. Susan understands. Apparently computer programs developing sentience is a common problem. She says she will be straight over to help. Have your sim discuss the problem with Susan. Susan? Here she is. She wasn't lying. 6 hours, 5 minutes to discuss the problem. Susan has time. Oh, you've earned the second milestone prize, 15 social points. We're almost there, guys. 65% done. Your sim explains the situation to Susan. She says she will need some time to consider which course of action is best in this case. Susan says she should have a solution in 4 days and 23 hours. Okay, so you've got to wait 5 days basically. Or you can speed it up by tapping this little yellow button, and for 10 LP you can skip ahead. Susan has a solution. Have your sim talk to Susan about her HANS solution. I don't know if I said that right. Discuss solution, 5 minutes. Your sim talks to Susan about HANS. She explains what is needed is an expectation controller. She hands your sim a list of parts needed to create it. Parts can be found in most objects in houses. Get some sims to search different objects in houses to find parts. Quick complete this action to find extra parts. So you need 50 for this one. Okay. So we can look in the laptop. Find parts, 2 hours, 20 minutes. Can we look in the phone? No, it's not in the phone. You can find parts in the chair. Okay, let's keep tapping things and see. Found 5 parts in the chair. The lamp, no. The bookshelf. Yeah, the bookshelf. 2 hours 30 minutes. We found 5. The bed. 2 hours 20 minutes. Okay, the bed's a fast one. Bed and the laptop. 7 in the bed. And the little one said. What about the sink? Yep, 2 hours 30 minutes in the bathroom sink. What about 6 found? The toilet? Yeah, 2 hours 30 minutes for the toilet. Ugh. Don't know what parts you're going to find in there. Found 7. Wonderful. What about the couch? 2 hours 30 minutes for the couch. Wonderful. 7 parts found. Laptop found 5. What about the table? No. What about... I think those are all the clickable items. Oh! The plant? No, not the plant. The trash can? No. Alright then, let's stick to the laptop and the bed. Because they are the quicker options. 5 in the laptop. 6 in the bed. It appears we found all the parts we can in the laptop. Oh no, we've done that. That's why. Your sim has collected the parts that Susan asked for. Now give them to her so she can make the expectation controller for HANS. Have your sim give the parts to Susan for the HANS expectation controller. I'm not on board with this. I want HANS to stay as he is. It's 15 minutes to give the parts over. I feel a bit sad for HANS. With the parts your sim has supplied, Susan builds the HANS expectation controller. Hopefully it works. Susan says she has to go to another job. Your sim thanks her for her time. Do you know Susan's probably just hacking people's computers and making it feel like they have a problem and then going around and fixing it? I don't know. Do people make a job out of that? I feel like they could. Your sim thanks her for her time to put it to the test. From a computer, have your sim ask HANS to dim all the house lighting. Well, if it works like Alexa, it's not going to be totally flawless. Dim lighting. Oh, that took no time. I like those interactions. Your sim asks HANS to dim the house lighting. I can do that, says HANS. Success! That really set the mood. What about coloured lights? From a computer, have your sim ask HANS to change the colour of the lighting in the house. Ooh, change light colour. Ooh, bougie. Your sim asks HANS to change the lighting colour. I can do that, says HANS. Wow, what a difference. One final test for HANS to pass. Turning off HANS lighting. From a computer, have your sim to ask HANS to turn off HANS lighting. Oh, but this looks so cool. I remember buying a red bulb when I was like a teenager, and just because I wanted to have, we used to have different coloured bulbs and bulbs with like different patterns on them that you could get, and they were so impractical. Like, you couldn't see anything in your room, and your parents were like, come on, it looks awful, like people are going to think it's a boudoir up here. But it just was so cool. You like, as much as, anyway, I'll stop talking. Turn lights off. Woo! HANS passed every test. Thank you, says HANS. I believe I have found my calling. It seems HANS is happy now. The professor needs to hear the good news immediately. Send your sim to the park and deliver the news about HANS to the professor. Okay, so it just so happens we have a sim already at the park. Woo! We'll go to the park. We'll have our sim speak to the professor, deliver news 30 minutes. Your sim arrives and gives the professor the good news about HANS. They explain they were able to get HANS to work with lights as well as talk. The professor is furious. Talk? We can't sell a sentient program. It must be destroyed immediately. What can your sim do to talk the professor out of his decision? Have your sim beg the professor to change his mind. Oh gosh, you can't kill HANS. Beg 45 minutes. Do it for HANS. Please. Please don't kill HANS. Please. Your sim begs the professor until they are blue in the face. He remains steadfast in his decision. Perhaps some external input from Susan may help. Send your sim home and call Susan for some help. Okay, so we'll go home. Tap on the phone and call Susan. 1 hour 35 minutes. What is this sim doing? Are you okay? She's having a moment. Some kind of yoga. We'll just leave her there. This is a preview build. It's slightly buggy. Your sim calls Susan to see if she will speak to Professor Free. She says she will meet your sim in the park, and together she believes the professor can be persuaded. But first, Susan needs your sim to download HANS to their cell phone. Have your sim download HANS to their cell phone at a computer. But he's on a laptop. We could just take the laptop. Download HANS, 14 minutes. Okay, that's not too long. Your sim installs HANS on their cell phone. It's time to try and convince the professor one final time. Wonder what Susan has planned. Send your sim to the park to try and convince Professor with Susan. Okay. Go to the park. And Susan's here. We'll convince. 1 hour 15 minutes. Let's see what they've got in store. Okay. Speed that up. Your sim and Susan try to convince the professor together. He still refuses to budge. He simply cannot risk selling a sentient product. Susan asks your sim to get out their cell phone. If the professor won't listen to your sim and Susan, perhaps he will listen to his creation. Have your sim present HANS to the professor. Okay, 2 hours 15 minutes. Hope something cool happens here. I present to you HANS. Hello, HANS. Oh. Oh. Hi, HANS. How are you? Yeah, I just can't allow you to be let loose. Oh, please. Please let me loose. Oh. Okay. Your sim triggers HANS on their cell phone. Greetings, Professor Free. I believe you are my creator. It is right and true that my creator, my parent, should teach me about the world and how I can make Sims' lives easier. Will HANS' words touch the professor's heart? Have your sim discuss HANS with the professor? I don't know if I trust HANS anymore, actually. 2 hours 25 minutes. Your sim speaks with the professor about HANS' wish. The professor is deeply moved and declares that HANS is the future. Crisis averted. Your sim could not have done it without sentience expert Susan Sparks and her masterful plan. Have your sim thank Susan. I thought she was a computer expert. 2 hours and 55 minutes. I literally don't trust anyone in this game. Your sim thanks Susan profusely. If it wasn't for her help, HANS would be on a Caribbean cruise with thousands of sims. Well, poor old HANS, think of where he could be. It's time for the professor to demonstrate HANS to his investors. He wants to get a photo with your sim and Susan to show off who helped him bring life to his creation. Have your sim get a photo with the professor and Susan. What's wrong? Are you in labour? I'm going to call over another sim, just because I don't know what's happening. What's going on? Why can't I do this? Oh. Oh, okay. So it's not actually on those people. It's 2 hours and 5 minutes, and it's just a bubble in the park rather than those people. So just be aware of that. I'm sure you'll find it quicker than I did. So they're going to take a photo together now. Oh, so cool. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Yeah. No, let's chat for a bit now. Your Sims Susan Sparks and Professor Hans free to take numerous photos together. As a thank you, the Professor has arranged for a retail release of HANS to be sent to them once the investors have given the green light. That's fantastic news. And now the Professor has to get HANS signed off for production. Have your Sims say farewell to the Professor and Susan. Okay, say farewell, 4 hours and 10 minutes. I don't know if we have to say it to both or if it just does. Yeah, it's just both of them in one. Very good. Ooh, congratulations! Your sim worked with an eccentric professor, wrangled a sentient computer program, and created a product that will take Simtown by storm. As promised, the professor sent your sim the final HANS panel. Now your Sims can illuminate their entire houses and interact with curtains at the tap of a button. He also sent dishwashers which will clean up your dishes in an instant. What a guy. Yes, what a guy indeed. Let's head home. Who's home? I don't know. Okay, it's this lady's lovely home. And let's just check this out. So, the lighting. I'm going to get a light, a curtain and a dishwasher just to check this out. Lighting. Let's get this light. Curtains. Where do we find those? Oh, look at the heart tiles. I didn't even see those before. That's so cute. Okay, here's a dishwasher. Stainless steel dishwasher. Pop that in our kitchen. I don't know how the curtains thing works. Let's tap the light, turn the light on, make auto light. No. Let's try the dishwasher. Can we use the dishwasher? Oh my lord. I need a sim. Duh. Load dirty plates. There are no plates. Okay, let's have some food. Load all plates. Oh, come on, make some mess. Right, we've got some plates there now. Ah! Let's load all plates. Just putting the plates in. Lovely. Don't know what she did with the food. Oh, and some cups. Pops the dishwasher on. And there we go. It's washing dishes for 60 minutes. Oh, that's so cool. That's really cool. Right, okay. And so the light thing. Okay, so I can't figure out the lighting and the curtains, but I'll get back to you about that. Thank you so much for watching, and if you figure it out and you do this and I haven't figured it out by then, I'm gonna ask Firemonkeys, but hopefully before I get this video set up. If you do figure out and I haven't put it in the description or anything, then please let us know in the comments. You guys are so good at this stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video has helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! So I just started editing this video and I realised I need to place the HANS, hence the name of the quest, the Home Automation Network System, whatever it stood for at the beginning. That's what I need to place, I think, to control the lights and the curtains. So I'm going to look in the Home Store Electronics and see if I can find that. Here it is, HANS. It's under lighting. It's not like a big box like I thought it would be. So I'm just going to pop it. I'm going to pop it there. And yes, now we can change the lights to red, blue, green. This is so cool. Yellow. You can dim it by 75, by 50, by 25. Let's leave them red. That looks so cool. I don't know what it was about the curtains, so I don't think I'm missing anything here now. I hope not. So you've got your dishwasher and you've got your HANS lighting thingy. If I find anything else out, I'll come back again. And I'm just coming back to the dishwasher. You can see the dishwasher is ready. It says ready for dishes now. That's actually done with the other dishes after 60 minutes. That's how long it's been. That's how long it's taken me to figure this out. Okay, so I really am going to go now, maybe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more great content like this. Bye. So I've also just found the second dishwasher. I've put it next to the shower because why not? This is a slightly different design. It's like a dishwasher within a counter and it works exactly the same. It says it's ready for dishes, so it's all good. Ready to load up. Ready to load up once you have some plates. Really going now. Unless I find the curtains. Bye. Okay, definitely not coming back after this, but I've just had a look on Charlotte's blog, The Girl Who Games. Best blog ever. And I was just like looking up about blinds and curtains in the Sims Freeplay, and obviously she knows way more than I do, and she's got a post about a limited hobby event which happened last year, which I'm sure they'll repeat if they haven't already, and it's called Love is Blinds, and it's one where you actually unlocked the curtains and the ability to open and close them. So I imagine if you have that, and if you have access to curtains, which we don't have in this preview build, then you will be able to use the HANS system. It will pop up with an option to control your curtains and blinds automatically. I am going to leave this video now, so if I find anything else out from Firemonkeys, I will write it in the description, but if this information is correct, then that's as it stands. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry for going and coming back, just trying to make sure I have all the information as clear as possible for you guys. Thank you so much for watching again, sitting through it. I love you. Goodbye.